What do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, April 29th, 2020, and I'm headed into work for the day, and it's still raining. Rained all night. Sophie and I, we did not get up one time in the night. I can't remember the last time that happened. Amazing. We got a full night's rest. Even my back feels a little bit better today, so that's awesome. Well, so I'm trying to think what's going on today. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of everything. If I get a chance, I brought some ads there. I was going to try to stop at Harbor Freights. They have a sale and a deal on various sized moving blankets. So they have some that are like $3, some that are $4 or $5 that are bigger. I don't know, I figured, like I said yesterday, I'll throw maybe $20 at it. Buy, 4 or 5 of these little things or more. And we can use them to wrap up some of Jessica's stuff, or when we move her, we throw it in the truck. So I mentioned it yesterday, but Jess is closing tomorrow on Thursday, and she's renting a truck tonight because she has to absolutely positively be out of her apartment tomorrow. So we're gonna do like a huge, massive majority load of stuff today, and that will allow, she mentioned, I don't know if she'll do it, but she's mentioned that she would bring the truck full loaded to closing tomorrow, and then after closing go right to the house because she'll have closed on it and now own it, and start unloading stuff. So I'm gonna see if we can get her furniture and that sort of stuff installed first, or not installed, but loaded first onto the truck. If we can make that happen, then the smaller stuff can go on the outside. So when she gets there tomorrow, she can unload the smaller boxes, the easier stuff first, and then me and or somebody else can help her unload the bigger stuff. So this is really sad yesterday, on these days that I gave Grant back to his mom. I'm gonna be alone for 5 days. Supposedly Nikki's coming over this weekend, but that's not till Friday, and I'm gonna be alone since Tuesday. Can't tell if I'm getting used to this or not. I feel like this is, I don't want to say a test, but like a character building exercise or something. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yesterday I knew I was sad, so I didn't drink last night and whatever else, but I don't know, just, without Nikki being around, it's tough, man. I'm sitting at home by myself reminiscing about all the good times with previous lovers in the past and friends in the past. I really miss Jess. She's going through all kinds of stuff with boys, dating different boys and issues and stuff like that. She's pretty much always gone through that sort of stuff for 2 years now. Also wondering how, Rochelle's doing, and I'm Snapchat friends or whatever with Vicky, so I can kind of see her once in a while, but I never see her with any people. Just thinking about stuff. A lot of time to myself, and I don't know. It's just tough, man. I know. I just feel like there's a lot of things that I've never quite processed, that never quite got over, and never really dealt with, so to speak. And so, because of that, I probably have a lot of skeletons in my closet, where I got a lot of triggers, a lot of different things like that. It's always been masked by diverting my attention by putting it off, by jumping to the next thing instead of, you know, processing the last thing or whatever. And I don't know. I'm a very impulsive guy, so, you know, looking back, I got to remember that a lot of the decisions I made were after I was already beating a dead horse. And a lot of the decisions that I made were made because I knew if I did make them then, I would regret them later. So, you know, that's the decision to date Rochelle and essentially burn our friendship. And I gotta remind myself that that's, you know, what I have with Nikki is what I've basically been wanting for 5 years. You know, I want someone devoted. I want somebody that's committed. I want somebody that's monogamous. I want somebody that I can trust. And that's her. You know, I go through these phases or these sequences where I go from good girl to bad girl, back to good girl, back to bad girl. And it's very interesting. You know, I would have never classified Rochelle as a bad girl. I really would not have, but I ended up turning her out. I think I learned a lot from her in terms of, you know, there's the side of people that we see, and that's the side that we say, like, oh, I know that person in and out. That's what we see. It's the entire other side of that person that we don't see, that typically makes up the majority of them and their personality and their character traits and their flaws and everything else, because that's all hidden. That's all masked by the good part. And, you know, one of the things that I've learned about this whole dating process and all that is, you know, when you're just dating, not serious, you get all of the good parts of someone. You know, you get the shiny parts. And it's not until you kind of dive deeper that you really get to see that person, and you get to see them, their true colors shine, good or bad. And for whatever reason, I'm tying that to trust. I'm saying, well, that person wasn't how I knew they were, so I don't trust them. And I think that's a bad association to make. I think that's a bad way to look at things. And maybe that's something that I need to kind of work on and process. You know, I mean, there's reasons why people make their bad decisions and keep falling down or whatever. You know, and that's not for me to judge. It's not for me to hold against them or whatever. I mean, it's one thing that they'll share it with me, those details, where, like I said, normally you wouldn't see that. But, you know, I need to just learn to let it go. I think that's what I'm working on with my friend Jess. You know, she makes a lot of decisions where they're not good, they're not healthy, but all she's doing is following her heart. And, you know, at one point I had been seriously considering being with her. And kind of peering behind the curtain, I don't know if she's the kind of person I want to be with. Like, she's beautiful, she's pretty, she's smart, she's intelligent, all that stuff, but she's not, I don't know how to put it. You know, I've been doing this with women my whole life, where I put them on a pedestal. Certain ones, not all women. You know, I did it with all of my best friends, female best friends, including Rochelle and stuff, and to the point where they were better and could do no harm, and, you know, whatever decisions they made or wanted were better than anyone I was with. You know, I put them above and in front of everyone else that I was with, and I don't know why I do that or did that. I have been doing that, but you know, like being Jessica's friend and kind of being privy to extra info that, like I said, wouldn't normally be shared. I learned a whole nother side of her, and it's those things that I don't trust. It's not that, you know, that doesn't line up with what she puts out, like her public facing mask or whatever. We're talking about some stuff she's doing that's, you know, exhibiting or you know, shining a spotlight on some major moral and character flaws that, you know, it all comes down to, you know, are you comfortable with these things? So, yeah. All right, so I am actually just getting out of work. It's about 3:10. I want to stop at oh, what's it called? Harbor Freight on the way home. Pick up some of those moving blankets I mentioned. What was I gonna say? So I forgot where I left off with my thoughts, but you know, I guess you know, it's maybe a little bit tougher having morals and, you know, standards and stuff like that, where in a day and age where morals and standards, it's all gray area. Like there's no other way to put it. Like it's you know, well, you know, I thought I could do that, or they didn't say I couldn't do it, so I just thought that meant that I could do it, type of stuff. Or well, you know, he was up for it one time, so I thought I could just take it and run with it, type of thing, or whatever, you know. Or, you know, personal justification, you know, like, well, they love me, they tell me that they love me even though they're with somebody else, so you know, that's okay, you know. And you know, they kind of, you know, their morals are like this, like line in the sand that every time the water comes up, it gets washed away, and then they just draw a new one higher and higher, or maybe I should say lower and lower, as the morals and stuff go out the window, essentially. Or not even morals, just standards. And so many people justify whatever behavior they don't like. They justify it and defend it, and, you know, try to quantify it or reason with it, and however you want to put it, to the point where they make it so that, you know, it's not as bad as it seems, or it's okay or something. Like, well, you know, that, you know, doing this isn't as bad as doing that, so doing this is okay, but, you know, doing that is too much, but this leads to that. So it's a slippery slope, right? I mean, and not everyone's perfect, but when you're looking for perfect people, you're not going to find them. And what's worse is you just get disappointed in generally speaking. You know, especially when you expect greatness out of others, or expect the same behavior that you exhibit out of others, and it doesn't work that way. So that's where I'm at with like just various people, you know, that have recently disappointed me or whatever. Be it you know, people that have blown me off for like Zoom meetings to hang out, versus, you know, people that say they're gonna do stuff and do the opposite, or people that say, why do you talk to me like I'm stupid? I'm not stupid, and then they do really stupid things, and you're just sitting there like, okay, I mean, all right. And yeah. And their standard of behavior in terms of the way they want to be treated is so low that even I treat them poorly. And I don't even realize I'm doing it until they point it out. They're like, you know, you're a jerk sometimes. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that must be because you put up with it or you let it go on. No, I'm kidding. See, justification, right? So, I'm done with work for the day. I'm hoping I can get home, maybe spend 30 minutes or so before I gotta head out. We're gonna do the house inspection at 4:45. She's picking up a truck at 5:30. And then we're gonna load that son of a bitch. So, I don't know, in the pouring rain, so that sucks. So, trying to think what else is up. Not a whole hell of a lot. I did get an alert saying that Grant's new shelf was delivered today, and you know, when I ordered it, did I order it yesterday? Either ordered it yesterday. I think I ordered it yesterday. It said it wasn't going to come till a week from tomorrow. When I ordered it, it says, oh, hey, it'll be here tomorrow. And then it actually was delivered today. So I don't know what that's about, but I just hope it's not getting fucking utterly destroyed in this rain weather right now. That would be sad, you know, $200 shelf completely destroyed. So I don't know. We'll see what condition it is by the time I get home. But I'm not gonna have time to assemble it today. I don't know what kind of work that entails, but I'm gonna be wiped out as soon as I get home. And then Sophie's gonna want to play. Hey, Sophie! So yeah. But to be honest, I don't think Jess has all of that much stuff to move or do. So yeah. I did not do any trading today. I was too busy, and everything's really like high. It's kind of like at an all-time high for probably the year. So I'm a little leery to you know, gamble with my personal money right now. Yes, some of the options that I want to go with are long-term holds. Like I know they'll 2x or 3x over time. But if I can make a couple more pops of quick cash grabs here and there, I'd actually be happy with that, because I want to get a couple more small ticket items for the house and stuff, you know, stuff that's, you know, maybe $500 or less or whatever. I did come across this awesome solid body, all wood, only electric ukulele. It's called the Risa Stick, R-I-S-A. It's made in Germany, and it looks fucking badass, but it's only electric. So there's like, it's not like acoustic at all. So there's no resonator. I was looking into this because I was like, you know, is there any like practice ukuleles that, you know, you can practice chords on or whatever. So I guess if you were to play or practice on this, it would just be the sounds of the strings. So it would sound kind of like an electric guitar if you were to strum it. So it would make a little bit of sound of the strumming, but it wouldn't be like super loud like a normal ukulele. So, and it's really badass. So I think they're about $300. They got to be imported, and I kind of want one because then I could use it with you know, an effects loop pedal and stuff like that. So maybe one day I'll get it, but I also want a concert acoustic electric ukulele as well. So You know, they're all like the decent ones, not the high end, not the shitty ones, but they're all around like 300 bucks. So I'm kind of like, you know, this is getting expensive, especially if I want to buy 2 now instead of 1. But I do want to get a tenor ukulele just because they're supposed to be bigger, and I think it would fit my hands easier. Like, there's so many chords I gotta cheat on and just fuck around with. So, alright, here we go. Harbor Freight Tools. Stay tuned for more. Did too?
That's the wedge. The
okay.
reclining ones here, which I already had. The little drink holder, the wedge, and then the recliner.
And then you want the piano over here by the window?
I thought about there, but it'll come out so far.
Unless you, did you say something going this way? Maybe you could put the piano here and just sit back here, and then the sunlight will, well, that'll block the sun. Yeah. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
What? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's just leaking. No, I just gotta clean out the gutter maybe. It's leaking out of the gutter hole.
No, but that's not good.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was thinking of doing a fire pit down here, but...
You can get some grass seed, and it probably doesn't grow well because of all the shade.
What do you say? Yeah, actually answered?
Dude, no, he didn't. I just had to leave a message. I'm like genuinely concerned for this. Like, I've not heard from him. He doesn't answer any of my emails.
Oh, is he? I feel like the guy that...
Wellness check. Alright, checking out a truck. He's out there in the rain. So they got these like little lock boxes right there on the pole, and there's no people. You just message or do something through an app or something, and it's all on there. Alrighty, it's about 9 o'clock, headed home. We got an entire truck loaded up. It's only a 15-footer truck, and she actually had more stuff than that. So, not too much more. So a little bit bigger of a truck probably would have fit it all in one go. But I'm going to try to meet them and her tomorrow. Over my lunch break, I'm guessing. So probably about noon. Spend at least an hour or so unloading shit. And then going to she has to return that truck by 5:30 tomorrow, so she only gets literally 24 hours with it. So she's should be a good time here. So I'm tired, I'm exhausted. One of her ex-boyfriend's kids came. His name is Tyler, and pretty cool kid. I think he's 18, but sounds like he's got a good head on his shoulders. So he was moving a lot of the stuff and, you know, helping and all that. So him and I basically did all the work, and really fucking cool kid though. So I wish it sounds like her ex is not. I don't know. How do I put it? I guess her ex's kid is cooler than the ex, but so I'm tired. I'm beat. Got some pizza out of the deal, so that's cool. And I don't know. Just headed home. So it'll be nice to get her moved into her new place. Her new place is so badass. It's perfect. A little concerned about who her neighbors will be, but maybe they'll be cool. I don't know. She has a 2-car garage. She has a lot of really, really nice stuff. So, yeah. So we even loaded her bed, and her mattress and everything. So she's gonna sleep on a chair tonight. But pretty happy with the progress we made. It would have been nice to get it all, but like I said, that's okay. So that's it. Gotta run. Stay tuned for more.